Good evening. How are you doing? My name is Joseph Googie. I am one of the co-founders of Pre-PT Grind. Pre-PT Grind is a platform that has been designed to help pre-physical therapy students like yourself get accepted into PT school without wasting time or money. That's what we do. But tonight we have some value that we just want to share with you and some thoughts. Every single Thursday night, Casey and I, Casey's the other co-founder of Pre-PT Grind, but Casey and I both come into the pre-doctor of physical therapy students page to offer some value based off of conversations. How are you doing, Olivia? Based off of conversations we've had with pre-PTs, some of our accepted system students. Jimmy, how are you doing? And also things that, as we're growing as well, things that we're like, man, like I wish someone would have explained this to me as a pre-PT. And tonight is one of those nights, especially because I know that a lot of you are either planning to apply this cycle or applied last cycle and are still waiting, or are planning to apply, next year or the year after that. So this is going to be important for you guys to understand and just gain a little bit of a different perspective that will help you push through as the application cycle is getting ready to begin. I mean, today is May 9th. Now, kind of cool. I'm getting married on June 9th, so I got a month left. Robbie, how you doing? Charmil, sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, today is 1 month from the day that I get married, y'all. So it's wild. Extremely excited. But at the same time, it's also very, very close to July and August when the application cycle opens. So there's a few things. There's a few things that I really want you guys to understand tonight. As Casey joins me in a few minutes, that will be amazing as well, and we'll kind of have a good conversation about this topic. But if you guys are joining us live, Casey should be hopping on. It should be connecting. What's up, brother? How you feeling, bro?
What's up? I was on the other account, so I just had to switch over.
Oh, no worries, man. No worries. How you feeling, boss?
All good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Little fatigued today, actually, but doing very well. Great day at the clinic, but we have some value to drop for these pre-PTs tonight. So tonight's topic, for those of you that are watching this, is stop chasing pre-PT highs. Stop chasing pre-PT highs. And let's just dive in. So how many of you, comment below, how many of you are, 1 month, Jimmy, is crazy. So how many of you are applying this cycle? If you're applying in 2019, I want you to comment below. Just comment me, do the little hand emoji. If you are applying this cycle, comment below for me, please. If you are applying in 2020, comment 2020. If you're applying in 2021, comment the year that you'll be applying. But if you're applying this year, comment me, because we got to talk. We got to talk tonight. Kyle Rice, how you doing, brother? So we have Gail, we have Jimmy. What's up, Carl? How you doing, man? How you doing, fam? So Chantal, we have Raphael. Perfect. Judy. All right, cool. So we have quite a few people that are applying this year. We have Melanie saying 2020, Jimmy saying possibly, Paul saying 2020. Yo, Paul, hold up.
Paul, quick plan.
Hold on. Yeah.
He's just commenting. Yeah. We'll have to talk, Paul. I don't know if he's serious.
Paul, hit me up after this, man. Hit me up. Don't get me hype on live stream, bro.
Paul's not serious.
No, I actually think he is.
We have to talk at SSPT Live. That's crazy.
Paul, don't get me hyped for nothing, man. Kayla, good to see you. So if you're applying this year, if you're applying in 2020 or 2021, bet. If you're serious, Paul, let's make it happen. Paul, if you're serious, let's make it happen. Y'all, listen. Ask my boy
we gotta
Paul.
Throw you in here now.
Paul and I literally grew up together. I've known the man since I was 7 years old. We literally Paul literally used to spill ketchup on every. Anyway, that's a side note. But Paul, let's get you into PT school, bro. But the honest truth is, guys, listen. Tonight's topic is stop chasing pre-PT highs.
That's crazy.
One thing. Man, if Carl says it's true, it's over. It's over. Y'all, Paul, everybody comment. Let's get it, Paul. Let's get it, Paul. That's my boy. I gotta show some love. Comment, let's
That's
get it, Paul.
crazy.
Anyway, so the topic is stop chasing pre-PT highs. What are pre-PT highs? If you guys think about it, like what is a high? A high is a moment where you're just in this state of bliss, right? Whether that's done through drugs, whether that's done through music, whether that's done through an experience somewhere. Like if you guys have ever gone on a trip and you've had this moment where you're just isolated from your regular life, whether it's overseas, whether it's you have this high, right? The moment where, so some of y'all are finishing finals. Yeah, bro, yo, Paul, you see all the love? Like some of y'all are finishing up finals. There's this high when you finish up and you're going into your summer semester. It's this state of freedom. But here's the problem with the high. The problem with the high is that you can't really sustain it. You always need something to jumpstart that high again. And as much as highs feel good, especially for you as a pre-PT, your high might be listening to a live stream, listening to a podcast, listening to something that gets you to feel, wow, like, let's go for this. What's up, Cody? What's up, Joe? Like, that gets you feeling like, whoa, like, man, maybe I can be a PT. Maybe, yeah, Joseph and Casey were talking about people with low GPAs. Whoa, I have a low GPA. So I have this high where I feel invincible for about a day or two. And then I go back to not believing in myself anymore. I go back to feeling negative about my situation. I go back to feeling like, man, maybe this won't really happen. Maybe it's too late for me. Pre-PT highs. The high of maybe 2 days before taking your GRE, you've been listening to some motivational speaking, and you just feel really good and locked in, and then you go and take your GRE test, and it does not go the way you wanted it to go. So you go from this high to a low. You were at a pre-PT high, but it was not sustained. The honest truth is, pre-PT highs are anything that we use to refrain from facing ourselves in the mirror and actually addressing the things that we are struggling with as pre-PTs. As a platform, y'all, like this is what we do. So as a platform, it gives us, just the two of us, like it gives us no greater joy than to see pre-PT. What's up, Jakari? What's up, Everly? Like it gives us no greater joy than to see pre-PT after pre-PT get accepted into the most amazing profession in healthcare. It gives us no greater joy. But the problem is what I'm starting to see a lot of, and I know Casey, you could drop fire on this in just a moment, man. Like what we're starting to see a lot of is we're seeing a lot of pre-PTs that are going into this thing like feeling empowered from these highs, but not actually being transparent with themselves. Not being real about what's actually stopping that high or what's actually stopping that moment of bliss. Whether that's you feeling confident temporarily after listening to someone, after being in a certain environment, after being at a clinic that just makes you feel like, whoa, this is what I'm trying to do. But the honest truth is there are a number of things, especially personally, there are a number of things that I always tried to avoid when I had my highs. My highs were created from music. My highs were created from being very anything that I could do to avoid my real struggles. I love to be around people, so I would spend a lot of time with my homies just to avoid the issues. I would focus on the things that I was doing well only, and never addressing the things that I actually had to change. And the honest truth is, it can only go so far. And if we play this game, we actually become very oblivious to the things that are needing to be mended as pre-PTs. We end up applying to 20 PT schools, 15 PT schools, 10 PT schools, and then you know what, Casey, happens? Like we get rejected, and then we have no idea. It's like what, like, but this is what I wanted to do. But this is it. The honest truth is, we want y'all to be phenomenal applicants from the inside out. We want y'all to be the real deal. I had one of our students from the accepted system. I just hired her to work at my clinic. This was her first week, right? And as we were talking, she's like, "Yo, Joseph, you're like the same person I've been seeing on live streams. Like, it's not something you just put on. It's not like right now I'm tired, y'all. Like I'm just being honest. Like I'm exhausted right now. But she was like, it's not something you just turn on. for the live stream and then go back to being, just sad or frustrated or whatever. She's like, no, like this is your personality. And I was like, yeah, like I can't be fake. I can't afford to be fake. But to
It's too
get to,
much work.
yeah, it's way too much work. But it's like, but to get there, I had to work on other areas. I had to work on my personal confidence. I had to work on my insecurities. I had to work on the things that were underneath all those different layers that would prevent me from even having this much energy, even when I'm exhausted. This is how I am with my patients, y'all. But the honest truth is, I was trying to, talk to her about this. And the honest truth is, that's how we are as pre-PTs. We put on this front to ourselves where we tell
Mm.
ourselves, yo, like, it's either happening or it's not. And even when we tell ourselves it's going to happen, we're not willing to sit down and say, yo, what am I really struggling with outside of the academia? The fact that you have taken the GRE like 3 or 4 times does not mean that it's because you don't know the information. Sometimes it does. If you really don't know your ish, then yeah, like maybe you didn't prepare well enough academically. A lot of times it's also how our mindset is, our lack of belief in ourselves. Other times it's our time management skills. Like if you're not transparent with yourselves, like what's really on the other side of the mirror? Are you are you really being honest with yourself? Because if you can start there, then that's where now we can really start moving in an amazing direction. That's when you can say, wow, Joseph Casey, I'm actually struggling with this area. I'm actually struggling with personal belief. Like, y'all, listen, like we get it. Like this is life. Like I'm struggling with belief in myself. Mainly, maybe it's because my family has kind of lost hope. Maybe it's because I have advisors, Casey and Joseph, that maybe have not given me the most confidence in pursuing physical therapy. They're telling me maybe I should choose something else because of my grades or because of this or because of that. Maybe it's because I have friends that have higher GPAs that did not get in. Maybe it's because I listened to a podcast episode or something that talked about someone of the 4.0 not getting it. Like all these different things. But Casey and Joseph, what I'm really struggling with is belief, self belief, and I'm exhausted by. I'm actually tired. I'm tired of living in this high where I deceive myself and everybody else into thinking that all is good. Maybe it's my time management skills. Like I'm not being transparent with the fact that I actually suck at it. Because y'all, I can tell you right now, I sucked at it. Maybe it's my time. Maybe I'm not being wise with my time. Maybe it's maybe it's the people I hang around with because the people I'm hanging with are pouring so much negativity or so many other distractions that it's actually throwing me off and not giving me the opportunity to succeed as a pre-PT. Maybe it's just straight academia. Maybe I just suck at these classes. Maybe I don't even know what my next step is. But whatever it is, you have to stop living in this state of bliss where you just deceive yourself into thinking that everything is going to be okay. Because what ends up happening is when you're in that state of bliss, you end up taking zero action, or you end up doing the things that actually don't really need work being done on them. Right? It's like athletes that only work on the things that they're good at only, right? If I'm a basketball player and all I can do is shoot, I'm like, shoot. I'm gonna practice shooting because it makes me feel good. I get a little hit every time I make a shot because I'm already a good shooter. But no, I'm not gonna practice my passing or my defense or my ball handling or
Mm.
whatever. Like, listen, if you're playing a one-sided game as a pre-PT, then this becomes a very, very difficult game to win. It becomes a very, very difficult application cycle to conquer. And that's what we have to pour into you guys. That's why we pour so much into our accepted system students. That's because we understand that this is a lot more than just saying, hey, here's a little piece of advice. You go here, you go there. No, we understand that there are some real ish that we have to take care of. And the only way we're going to identify what those are is if you start being real with yourself. So are you being transparent with yourself? Or are you living in a pre-PT high? Because if you want to have a shot at y'all, this is an amazing, amazing. Casey, you loving being a PT?
Oh, it was beautiful today. I had so much
Man,
fun.
listen, bro. Like even when we're tired, we love being physical therapists. Y'all are signing up for one of the best profession. Sorry, the best profession in healthcare. Period. But you're not even giving yourself a shot if you're not being real with yourself. If you're not being transparent with yourself and actually looking for help on the things that you're struggling with. So what are they?
Can you get off of that pedestal of being in this state of bliss and actually say, yo, I'm struggling with this. I need help figuring it out. Maybe I just need a coach. Maybe I just need direction. Maybe I, like what is it that I actually need? Okay, like I'm actually opening up my eyes to the things that I am struggling with. If I look in the mirror, y'all, I do not see a ripped dude with long flowing hair. No, I see a brother who's got short hair, a fade on the side. Like I see what I see on the other side of the mirror. And because I see that every day, like I'm secure in it. I love being Joseph. Y'all should love being you. But in the same way, that should be how transparent you are with yourself with your pre-PT journey, but with yourself as a whole. For me as a coach, for me as a clinic director, for me as a fiance, I have to work on that every single day. And if I have to do that to succeed in things now, then you're gonna have to do that to succeed as a pre-PT period. Casey, what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, you talked about a little bit about the lows earlier, and I just want to dive a little deeper into that since you spoke on the highs. But it's just as important to not get too low,
Mm,
I think, as well. Because yeah, the highs are there. Don't like everything that Joseph said. Yes, of course, do that and pay attention to that. But there might be some people at the other end of the spectrum listening to this, like, wow, it must be nice to have a high. Shoot, like must be nice to even feel that. Must be nice to have a good test grade once in a while. Must be
mm,
nice to at least be on the wait list.
mm,
Must be nice to, so to those people out there, I just want to talk about the lows too. And it's kind of the same thing. It's not that much different. Just like Joseph said, the highs don't last, the lows don't really last either. It's kind of the same concept. And the lows might be even more dangerous because at least for me, it's hard to get out of.
mm.
It's right. Yeah, you can come down from a high and you stop at whatever level, and you're like at that middle ground and you can get back up. Sure, but being in that low and not feeling like you can get out of it, like looking up at that light and be like, man, there's no ladder, there's no rope, nobody's helping me, I can't get out. It's slippery on the sides. I guess I'll just pull the plug and I guess I'll just give up on PT because I can't get out of it. I'm so low, there's no way out. So don't slip into that either, because that might be even more dangerous to those of you struggling there. If you need help, like this is a live stream. Here's your rope. Like here's your ladder. Like we're here. We have a Facebook group for you. We have a podcast. We have everything for free here for you. So if you're so low, reach out for that rope. Reach out for that ladder. It doesn't have to last, even though it might feel like it might last forever. It doesn't have to. Like we're here for you. Our students, our accepted system, everything is here for you to get out of that. So if you feel like you're too low to reapply, if you feel like you're too low to take another test, to retake the GRE, like no, like let's do this. Like let's do the damn thing. Don't be too high. Don't be too low. Maintain I think the best thing to do through this whole journey is to maintain your emotions. I get made fun of sometimes by like my family and other people like, oh, Casey, you're kind of cool and chill. Like, I mean, that's kind of for a reason. Like, I've kind of been like that my whole life, but like, it's like, if I get a high, like, I'm like, I don't know how you guys are going to think about this, but I'm not pessimistic. I'm not anything like that. But I'm like, okay, a low might be coming. So let me not get too hyped up just yet, because who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? Because I've seen it. I've seen it happen all the time with my pre-PT journey, with my normal life, my work life as well. Even with pre-PT grind, we might get 2 new students 5 minutes from now. Then we might get an email 10 minutes from now. On the other end of the spectrum, we might get 2 students like in the accepted system. Let's go. I'm ready. Boom, amazing. We're on a high. Then 10 minutes later, we get a student or we get an email from someone or we get whatever that is to bring us down. Like I just can't be on that roller coaster. So if you can maintain these emotions, yeah, you can experience some highs. Yes, you can experience some lows. But if you're in the middle, you don't have to go to those extremes and just be so tired, so anxious, so burnt out through this pre-PT journey, because it is going to be like that. You're going to feel great one day. You're going to feel not so great one day. You're going to have a great test. You're going to have a not so good GRE practice test. So if you can, it's like, I'm just going to be real with y'all. It's not that easy. I know that. But if you can maintain your emotions some way, somehow, through all these highs and lows, you'll be so much better off, just like Joseph was saying. You'll be able to pick yourself back up from a low grade, pick yourself up from not doing so well on an observation day, whatever that is. If you can maintain that even keel somehow, some way, man, this journey is going to be so much easier for you. You're not going to get too high. You're not going to get too low. You're not going to, fall flat on your face from, whatever high you just had. And you're not going to feel like you don't have to, or you're not going to feel like you have to climb back up out of a hole that you don't think you can, if you try and maintain that. So don't get too high, don't get too low. And if you can do that, shoot, I think you'll be in a absolutely fantastic place for you getting accepted. So that's my 2 cents.
I love it. I love it. Here's what I need y'all to do. If you're listening to this live stream, and if you just joined this live stream, this is one that you'll want to replay. But if you're listening, you can't change the world unless we change ourselves. Biggie spoke the truth. But the honest truth is, if you are watching this live or you watch this on replay and you're saying, man, okay, like I'm definitely seeing myself, Casey and Joseph, on one of those two spectrums. Maybe I've been trying to ride the highs just to help me stay afloat, not realizing that I needed to be transparent with myself. Or maybe I've actually been riding the lows, seeing every single negative possible thing about this application process. Maybe I'm just looking and seeing, oh, dang, my GPA is too low. Maybe, it's never going to happen for me. Like, maybe I've been riding my lows hard, not realizing that was by my own doing. And I actually have a choice in this matter. If y'all are saying you want to like start saying, man, like I want to start balancing this out. I want to start playing at a level that actually gives you a shot at being successful in the profession that y'all are trying to get into, then I need you to comment locked in. Because we want to know who right now, whether live or on replay, is locked in with us. Y'all, we locked in. That's why we show up every single week. That's why we keep delivering. I keep making jokes that we're going to be those two guys with like gray hair still serving pre-PTs, because we've literally made a commitment to y'all before you even knew who we were. But Damir, how you doing, brother? But I want y'all to comment locked in if that is you. If you're like, yo, I'm locked in, I'm ready to take care of business, I'm ready to do whatever I need to do to not use my highs as my escape, to look at everything straight in the face, be transparent with what my weaknesses are, understand that it's not up to anybody else to get me into PT school. It's up to me. It's up to me to take my actions. I cannot use any avenue, even the acceptance system. I cannot use any avenue as my coasting excuse in order to just get myself to the other side without actually being transparent with myself and actually doing the work necessary to change those things. Let's freaking go, Damir. He says, I'm a DPT and I'm locked in. Yo, Damir's the realist. But the honest truth is, if you are locked in, whether you're watching this live or on replay, let's freaking go. Because that's what we're about. The people that are locked in are the ones that we are here to serve. If you're not locked in, we still gonna serve you anyway. But the ones that are locked in are the ones who are like, yo, listen, like we are here to make sure that experience is amazing for you. And if you want to start a conversation with us and you have not yet, go to contactpreptgrind.com. Go to www.contactpreptgrind.com and say, hey, Casey, Joseph, I'm stuck. This is what I'm struggling with. Maybe I've been riding a low, maybe I've been riding a high, and I haven't been transparent with myself, but I need help. Let's start talking tonight. Let's start moving you in the right direction. The goal is to get accepted into PT school. Even you, Paul, let's freaking get it, homie. Welcome to the profession, boss.
Crazy.
Yo, it's wild, right? It's wild. It's wild.
Crazy.
It's wild. But if y'all are locked in, let's freaking take over. Let's freaking get it. Y'all, this is a movement. Like, if y'all didn't realize this is not just some, live stream. Yo, no. This is a freaking movement. Because we believe that the profession of physical therapy has been stifled because none of us, even the PTs, have been taught to think like this. And if you guys want to have a shot at getting in, I don't want any more pre-PTs telling me, yo, I had a patient that told me, yo, Joseph, I wanted to be a PT like 2 years ago, but then this and that happened with my GPA. The grade wasn't even that bad. But they're like, I was told I should pull the plug, so now they're like in between choosing another profession. I was like, yo, bro, listen, if you really want it, let's go get it. And he's actually transitioning back into physical therapy. So if you guys want it, it's there for you. But we can't ride the highs. We can't ride the lows. We got to stay right in the middle. And the only way to do that is just to be real with ourselves and seek guidance, y'all. Listen, non-traditional coaching is the new way to get into PT school. right now, I think we're the only non-traditional coaches that are really doing this at this level. So we're here to serve you. Let's freaking get it. Y'all have a good one. Have a blessed Thursday. That's it. That's it. Casey, anything else?
That's it. We killed this one.
Y'all have a good one. Many blessings. Bye.